Alright, let's get right into it. So when it comes down to Skarlet, I see a lot of Skarlet players doing this. They do this string, and then they get their health back. This is great. There's nothing wrong with this. But the problem with this is that your opponent can actually break out of it. And it's not that bad of a trade. You do that, they lose like, what, 11, 12, 15, whatever percent. No lower than 15. They break out, they lose their defensive bars, and you could literally walk up, make them hold your pocket like a prison bitch, and just start throwing them to death, right? So there's that. It's not bad. It's whatever, right? You know, people fuck up. They break out when they don't have to. But honestly, what's better than that? Or they also do this right here. 16%, you get spaced out, whatever, right? But one thing you could do that's way better than that is this. First of all, instead of 15%, it's 11%, but your opponent cannot break out of it. Which is like, okay, might as well just do the 15, get your extra damage. No. The reason why you're going to want to do this instead is because you have the hit advantage of 11, meaning it's still my turn. So let's actually put this shit in action so you guys could actually see. So, and you do that, right? I'm going to try to jump out. I'm going to try to jump back. I'm going to try to jump over. Poke. Good fucking luck. Good luck poking, buddy. When you do that, it's still your turn. And then you guys are probably saying, okay, if I were to do this, and then this into a blood ball, I can duck that. Or this into that, I can duck that, right? There's actually a mix-up element to it. So you do this, walk up, and you can actually throw a mid. So ducking is really not an option for your opponent. And you need to let them know that. So once you land this, throw the mid. Let them know that, hey, dude, you're not going to be ducking jack dick, okay? So when you do this, it's a fucking guessing game. I get my plus frames. And I get to tax you again, right? You do that, and then you throw that. If they were to jump, you do that, you throw this string, and then you can enhance it and get your fucking health back. So you could really tax your opponent. And then just clip them with a fucking hard mid. So it's like, holy shit. There's a lot to it, right? Or if you're feeling like a savage, right? You can walk up and grab them. Sometimes when I do it, I find myself reaching, but if your opponent gives you more respect than they should, there's that. Not only that, but you could actually just throw your back whip, but the problem with that is that your opponent could actually jump out in time, so that's why I would just stick to doing this. Another thing about it is that, let's say if I were just to throw it out like that, I'm fucking safe. And the reason why this is actually good to do, you guys like, the last hit is a high. It is. People are waiting for that mid at the end. They're waiting for that mid, and they're waiting for this to happen, right? You know, and there's a gap in between that string. So honestly, doing this, no one's going to ever see this coming. You're -5. Like, no one's ever going to think about ducking it. Of course, if you do it all the time. So that's when you just do this, and then you grab them, or you just throw that, and then you grab them, or 1, 2, space them out, and then start staggering the shit out of them. So that's when you gotta just mix everything up with Skarlet. But this is really good to do. You're completely safe, and if you land it, it's just pressure. It's pressure, and you tax them. Not only that, but let's say if I were not to enhance it, right? Let me show you. Let's put her. Let's say if I was not to get my health back, right? Sorry. You get the hit advantage of 8, but you can still actually clip your opponent. It's a bit rougher, but let me actually show you. Right, I'm gonna try to jump up. It's rougher, but you have to just take that extra step and not be scared. Like right there, you saw that, but that's just Katana. If it were another character, like right there, I tried doing her down 1, and then she gets clipped. So it is possible. It's just a little bit rougher, but it's not the hardest thing in the world. So add this to your fucking Skarlet. Honestly, like, this will only get you so far. It's nice and all, and even though if you do catch your opponent like that, and there's a good chance, you kind of want them to break out. You want them to break out of that because it's just not worth, the damage that you're going to do is just not worth breaking out of. So you want them to break out of that. You should still be doing it, but adding this to your game, it just it could be a long night for your opponent. They just like, what the fuck do I do? Like, why I'm pressing, I'm poking, I just got hit. You should be negative. No, I'm fucking plus. So there's that. So add this to your game, you should be just fine with Skarlet. So there's that. Hallelujah, holla back. Check you guys later. If you're new, I make videos every week, or at least I try to, and we'll see where it goes from there. Hallelujah, holla back. Deuces.